Though President Trump would really like to be back on the campaign trail, the in-person experience remains off-limits for now, as coronavirus cases still tick up nationwide. Lately, however, the president has begun to travel away Washington for brief White House trips. Strains of Elton John's Tiny Dancer swelled on overhead speakers before Mr. Trump's remarks in Allentown Thursday, his second visit to a battleground state this month on his tour to reopen America. He took the stage to his signature campaign tune, Lee Greenwood's God Bless the USA, despite the actual fact that this was an official White House event. And it is often "Hail to the Chief" that heralds his entrance. He was visiting a medical equipment company, Owens & Minor, located squarely within the political bellwether of Lehigh Valley, just over 60 miles northwest of Joe Biden's campaign headquarters. And through a state he won in 2016 by a margin of but 1%. The music wasn't the only element of the trip that had the feel of the rallies the president misses. He solicited applause, poked his political rivals, and acknowledged the press. "They're there, right there," Mr. Trump interjected. "They are a disaster." Under the previous administration, the stockpile was depleted and never fully refilled, the president said, concerning a shortage of N95 masks following the 2009 H1N1 swine flu epidemic. Now you recognize who says that, right? N1H1. Who says that? Pre-coronavirus, the president used to have taxpayer-funded official events during a locale, followed by nearby political rallies or fundraisers, during a practice that predates the Trump presidency. Now, superficial elements of the campaign are appearing within the White House-sanctioned events. For critics, this is often not a blurring of lines, such tons as a thinly veiled campaign stop within the midst of a plague, Democratic representative from Pennsylvania, Brendan Boyle, told CBS News. "It's deeply irresponsible. I think the president is coming because he's eager to plan to win Pennsylvania again," State Chair for Organizing 2020, Amanda Green Hawkins told CBS News. The group supports Democratic efforts to knead on the president's machine. But Republican Senator Pat Toomey defended the president, telling CBS 3 in Philadelphia he believes it is perfectly okay for the president of us to return in and draw attention to the great work that they're doing. Mr. Trump's visit to the state also presented the chance to spotlight his clash with Governor Tom Wolf, a Democrat, over how quickly to reopen Pennsylvania. "We have to get your legislative head of Pennsylvania to begin out opening up marginally bit," Trump told laborers Thursday. "You have regions of Pennsylvania that are scarcely influenced which they need to remain them shut. You cannot do this." He had already tweeted his support for Pennsylvanians looking to reopen the state. The Democrats are moving gradually, wherever the USA, for political purposes. They might wait until November 3rd if it were up to them. Don't play politics. Be safe, move quickly. Wolf retorted that since Pennsylvania has seen nearly 60,000 confirmed cases of COVID-19, it must move during a measured way. The problematic thing to grasp to can't avoid being to simply higgledy-piggledy explode and envision we'll wave a charm wand and return into business and suspend truth of this contamination that incorporates us, he told reporters. Also on Monday, the president accused Democratic lawmakers, including Pennsylvania's governor, of dragging their feet so as to harm his re-election prospects. "There simply is apparently no effort on certain blue states to ask back to prepare," Mr. Trump told reporters. He called Democratic governors' decision to stay states closed a political thing, Thursday, in an interview with Fox Business. Wolf has allowed 24 counties in northern Pennsylvania to start reopening and plans to try to do so in another 13 Friday. But restaurants remain takeout and delivery only. Businesses like hair salons are closed across the state, and 30 counties haven't announced an end date for his or her stay-at-home orders. Those counties, Wolf has said, haven't sufficiently contained the virus or are at too high risk of great outbreaks to start reopening. The great people of Pennsylvania want their freedom now, and that they are fully conscious of what that entails, President Trump wrote during a tweet. The Democrats are moving gradually, wherever the USA, for political purposes. Protesters demanded a reopening in April, and after several counties announced plans last week to defy Wolf's Occupy Home order and start reopening Friday, the governor threatened to withhold federal stimulus discretionary funds if they defy his order. 72% of adults in Pennsylvania approve of Wolf's handling of the coronavirus outbreak, consistent with a Washington Post Ipsos poll released Monday. An equivalent survey shows that he holds a 90% approval rating among Democrats and 50% among Republicans. Less than 6 months before the presidential election, Mr. Trump is trailing Biden in Pennsylvania polls. A Fox News survey released last month showed the president trailing Biden by 8 points, 50-42%. The president has been frustrated together with his recent poll numbers and wanting to return to the campaign trail before the election. 10 weeks since the president's last stadium event, the Trump campaign is now brooding about holding virtual rallies before the November election. Battle senior consultant Laura Trump told columnists Tuesday that while the president would like to come back to the physical battlefield in September, crusade authorities are ready to seek after different alternatives. No official campaign stops are currently on the calendar, and therefore the president's travel remains limited. During a month, he plans to deliver the commencement address at West Point, which can bring back about 1,000 cadets to its Nye campus. For the nonce, Mr. Trump will need to be content to discuss the new realities caused by the coronavirus. All that social distancing. Check out, you people all opened up. That's pretty impressive, the president exclaimed at the Allentown event, gesturing toward the rows of employees opened up evenly in black folding chairs along a factory floor. Attendees, attired in highlighter yellow shirts, baseball caps and masks, laughed. "We'll be back," the president continued. "We'll be back there too soon."